As soon as that ball crosses the goal line and we score a touchdown, the cannon goes off and the band plays my favorite song, well, I'm going to be pretty excited.
Just seeing how each kid goes out and competes.
High school football is back in New Mexico.
What we did yesterday has no impact on what we did today.
Last year we set the standard. I feel like the standard's always to win a state championship.
Other teams poised to make another run for the Blue Trophy.
We want to win the state championship, and came up a little short. The foundation has been set here. We got a great tradition, and we just look to keep going forward with that.
You don't just hand out blue trophies, it takes everything, man.
That journey starting now.
We have it all covered before the ball is even kicked off.
You're watching the Rundown! The Rundown! The Rundown!
The Rundown is back. Yes, we are back, and we thank you for joining us for the Rundown special ahead of a brand new season. I'm Ron Burke.
And I'm Natalie Bodie. And Ron, I've traveled the state for this, and you can just feel the excitement across the land of enchantment.
Oh, I bet. Now, we're going to give you a preview of some of the teams to look out for and players striving to produce great seasons. Let's get started with Class 6A. The Cleveland Storm went into last year's state title game looking to continue the dynasty, but La Cueva had something to say about it. The Bears would deny the Storm a fourth title, beating them 35-14. La Cueva finished up 10-3. The Storm ended with a 9-4 record. Now, the Bears are coming into this season with the mindset of repeating as champions.
The team knows they have a target on their back now, and I attended one of the team's practices and spoke with head coach Brandon Back about their preparations.
Back to back. That's the goal and the name of the group chat for returning members of La Cueva's state championship winning football team.
Last year we set the standard. I feel like the standard's always to win a state championship. It's going to be harder to get there this year.
Things inevitably change when you evolve from the hunter to the hunted.
I feel like we're the new top dog. I feel like we're coming in being the top guy, and I feel like everybody's gunning for us. We have the target on our back.
For head coach Brandon Back, turning the page and not ruminating on past success has been an emphasis.
The biggest thing is realizing that, yes, we have a talented team, but what we did yesterday has no impact on what we did today. So we got to come with this right frame of mind that we're trying to get better every day.
That talented team he mentioned includes an offense that only graduated 2 starters. And although the Bears are trying to remain present, the expectations are high as ever.
I feel like we should go undefeated this year, but nothing's going to be given to us. So I feel like my mentality is just to go take everything and don't leave anything up for grabs, really.
La Cueva will begin the quest for back-to-back state titles August 23rd against Volcano Vista. And running the Bears offense this year is the 2023 Gatorade Player of the Year for New Mexico, Cam Dyer. He got it done both in the air and on the ground, combining for more than 4,300 yards of offense and 55 total touchdowns. He also signed his letter of intent to play for Arizona State University after his senior season. But one school in Rio Rancho is trying to take back what they see as theirs.
Yeah, Julian Pottas explains how one staff member's return to the sidelines might get the Cleveland Storm back to the mountaintop.
Cleveland's home. I do have a part in helping build what Cleveland is, just a small part, but it's still enough where I feel like this is home for me, and I wanted to come back and continue to contribute.
For anyone who follows New Mexico football, Heath Ridenhour may look familiar. The former Cleveland Storm head coach joined the UNM Lobos as their offensive coordinator in 2022.
It was a ton of great experiences, met a lot of great guys, so it was a positive experience for me.
But he says something was missing.
The one negative about coaching college football is you're away from your family a lot, and that's, you got one chance to be a dad.
After a new head coach was brought in for the Lobos, he traded the cherry red and silver for electric blue, silver, and black. Current Cleveland Storm head coach Robert Garza says the tradition around Cleveland has always been to compete and improve.
The foundation has been set here. We got a great tradition, and we just look to keep going forward with that.
Players themselves are already seeing the difference in how coaching staff is approaching this upcoming season.
Last year, I think, was a great learning year for me. I mean, it was my first year starting on varsity. So it was a big jump from JV, just from the physical standpoint.
In last year's 5A championship game, the La Cueva Bears stopped the Storm in their tracks, and the Bears were crowned champions. For players and coaches of Cleveland, they say they're ready to mix things up and get back to business as usual.
Coming back, I feel like I have a little different focus, a little different attention to those details that I think are going to be advantageous for our players and our coaches.
For KOAT Sports, I'm Julian Pottas.
Now, Heath Ridenhour's resume speaks for itself. The Lovington native was a 3-year starter at quarterback for Eastern New Mexico University. Before coming to Cleveland High School, he was an assistant coach at Clovis High, where twice was runner-up in the state title game. In 2010, he joined the Storm staff, where he eventually became head coach, winning 3 state titles. And with a new season comes new teams, players, even classes. almost all of them will be looking different this season. Starting in 6A, which adds Piedra Vista and loses Rio Grande and Capital High School, it goes from having 22 teams to 21. Switching to Class 5A, last year's title game brought what many believed were the best two teams in the state, the Artesia Bulldogs and Roswell Coyotes. Coyotes were entering the game undefeated, but the Bulldogs would avenge an early loss to cap off their 32nd state title that ties them for second nationally among 11-man football programs in the country. And with more on this historic program, Natalie Bodie has the tale of the tape.
Ron, I made the trip to Artesia, and one thing is clear. Football isn't just a sport for the Bulldogs, it's a way of life.
A three-peat. For some, consecutive state championship victories is an elusive dream. For Artesia, it's a reality that has been achieved in 4 different decades.
You know, a lot of people expect a lot out of all of us.
But the pressure to win at the highest level for the Bulldogs isn't new. It's all they can remember.
When you look at everything here, half of these guys' dads probably won a state championship. Their grandpas won a state championship or played in one, you know. And so they've grown up hearing that. So here, you know, we don't use the word like, you know, oh, we're in a rebuild. We use the word reload.
Reload and reshuffle.
Our quarterback started for us at receiver last year, so a really good athlete, and he had a really good season. He's a really good football player, and so we said, well, we got to get Isaac on the field somewhere.
This season, Isaac Asada's first reps under center will be taken against some of the best opponents New Mexico has to offer.
So we open up with Carlsbad, Hobbs, and Centennial, who are all 6A schools, and so, yeah, we love playing big schools. I think it prepares us for down the road.
And of course, down the road, there's tunnel vision on one achievement.
There's just the main goal in mind, the state championship. I feel like that's the only real goal you should have.
We hang a picture of the blue trophy up in our locker room, and we know that's our ultimate goal every year. And we know that in this place in Artesia, that's what they expect of us.
If expectations are met this season, it would be Artesia football's 33rd state championship and first three-peat of this century. When it comes to teams moving around in all the classes, many consider 5A now to be the toughest in the state. They had 4A state champion Lovington and the previously mentioned former 6A Capital and Rio Grande High School. They lose Piedra Vista and Chaparral.
And moving to Class 4A, Natalie, the Lovington Wildcats captured their second title in 3 years. They defeated the Portales Rams 57-21. The Wildcats finishing up 10-3. The Rams 11-2. It was Lovington's 20th state championship overall. And so now the Wildcats looking to continue their success on the field with the new head coach on the sidelines and as they move up from 4A to 5A. But it's something the coach Josh Bailey is ready for. He's replacing Anthony Gonzalez, who left to coach in Snyder, Texas. Bailey was born and reared in Lovington and was a member of the Wildcats 2009 state championship team. He's been the offensive coordinator for the Wildcats since 2020 and says despite the changes, the goal, that stays the same.
Community members kind of giving us the, hey, you know, if it takes a couple years for us to adjust to that level and those kind of things, it's going to be okay. But that's not how we do it at Wildcat football. We have 20 state championships. Our history is our goal is always going to be to win a blue trophy every year. Doesn't matter what classification or what our situation is, depth or coach change or whatever. Our goal is going to be to win a blue trophy.
The Wildcats kick off their Class 5A play against rival Hobbs. Now to the Portales Rams. Going into the state title game last season, their defense shut out opponents 7 times. And even though they couldn't get over the hump of beating the district rival, head coach Jamie Ramirez says the team is motivated to get back there this year.
I try to tell them that, listen, we have to put last year, you know, in the past because that's what it is. And every year and every season, there's a new challenge that we need to accomplish. We preach to them, I think, over and over about giving their best effort, about, you know, accountability, about loving their brothers and treating their brothers with respect. And then in the process, we respect every team that we face.
And the Rams will open up against Goddard. In 4A, the class adds Chaparral and Manzano High Schools. It loses Lovington, Gallup, and Shiprock and goes from having 17 teams to 15.
Now to Class 3A. They say third time is a charm as St. Mike's captures their first title in 11 years, defeating the Robertson Cardinals 21-16. The previous 2 years, the Horsemen made it to the title game but couldn't raise the blue trophy. Head coach Joey Fernandez is what many consider to be a true horseman. He started on the sidelines in 1993 and took over head coaching duties in 2002, bringing the Horsemen to the title game 8 times and winning 4 blue trophies. And coach believes this team has another ride in them.
With the work in the weight room, we are a lot stronger than we've been in the past. And, you know, our expectations are a little higher than they were last year because we weren't expected to win last year. But, you know, our expectations are, you know, to go out and repeat and, you know, get the job done. And we know that we have a target on our backs. And so we got to work that little extra harder every day.
The Horsemen will kick off the 2024 season against Taos this Saturday at 1 p.m. As for the runner-ups of Class 3A, the Robertson Cardinals are working towards getting back to the title game. It's an area they've been familiar with, reaching the final game of the season 8 times since 2007 and winning the whole thing twice. Head coach Leroy Gonzalez knows just how tough it is to be the last team standing.
They don't just hand out blue trophies, you know, it takes everything, man. I always tell people, you know, every time we want a state title, you know, something that happened or the ball bounces our way or, you know, and everything needs to come to a head, you know, to win a trophy. As a team, whatever you put into it, you know, I tell the guys that every day, you know, you have to put everything into it if you want to get everything out of it.
The Cardinals will take on the Socorro Warriors Friday night at 7. In a 3A, the class loses Raton, Cuba, Navajo Prep, Tucumcari, and Newcomb High Schools. They add Pewaukee Valley, Gallup, and Shiprock to go from having 22 teams to 20.
And finally, to 2A football. Last year, the Texaco Wolverines faced off against the Eunice Cardinals. This game dominated by the Wolverines, who won big 44-7 to claim their first title since back in 2008. Wolverines head coach Bob Gilbert said the momentum to win the Blue Trophy last year can be traced back to 2022 when they lost the title game to JAL. He said he had a very young team and lost one senior after the season. Coming into this season, the team is returning its entire starting offensive line, which is entering its 3rd season as a unit, and they blocked for a 3-year starter at running back Alex Fuentes, who in the past 2 years has run for 1,500 yards. But with all the firepower coming back for one more year, Coach Gilbert is reminding the team to control what they can control.
I talk to them all the time about preparation. And I have a little motto that I say that all the time: victory loves preparation. Winning a state championship or a blue trophy is an outcome. And outcomes are based on the result of the preparation you did. And what we did last year in 2023 has no bearing on what we're going to do this year.
The Wolverines will start their title defense against Santa Rosa Friday night. And finally, in 2A, the class loses Mescalero Apache and adds Raton, Legacy Academy, Cuba, Newcomb, Navajo Prep, and Hojo Academy High Schools, going from 13 teams to 17.
Well, still to come on our Rundown special, a new era about to begin at University Stadium. The excitement surrounding Bronco Mendenhall.
That won't be the only new face for the Lobos athletic department. What Mendenhall is saying about the departure of the man who brought him back to the Duke City before the season even starts.